Let's now take care of our public functions, which are the second half of our class. To start with, we'll want a play function that submits this class to our animator and a pause function that removes this class from our animator. So let's delineate a section called public functions. And we'll submit this to our animator. Public function play and animator.submit animation this. And we'll remove this from our animator. Pause. And then animator.remove animation this. Next, we want a function that lets us disable our swimming force so that the turtle will not exceed screen limits. We want a function that lets us disable our swimming force so that the turtle will not exceed screen limits. And we want a function that disables the vertical speed so that the turtle will not exceed screen limits. And disables vertical speed, so turtle will not exceed screen limits. Public function disable force, and we're just going to equate y force to negative game settings gravity. And in our disable speed function, we're going to set y speed to equal to 0. And of course, we want a force to lift the horizontal and vertical speed up. So create a force to lift horizontal and vertical speed up. Public function swim, and y force equals game settings dot max force. And x speed multiplier equals 1 plus game settings dot max speed differential. Finally, let's add a public function that resets all of our parameters. Reset all parameters. Public function reset. And here we're going to disable our y speed. We're going to set our x speed multiplier equal to 1. And we're going to set our y force to equal to 0. As well, let's get some getters going so that we can access our x speed and y speed from anywhere in the game. And let's separate this with the heading called accessors. So accessors, public function get x speed, which just simply returns our x speed. And the same thing for y speed. And that's all we need inside of our Speed Manager class. Now we have to link it together to our turtle class. In our turtle class, in our advanced function, let's create a const called y speed that gets the current vertical speed. Y speed number equals speedmanager.instance.yspeed. And inside of our check to see whether the turtle has hit the top of the screen, let's control our turtle speed. We'll insert an if statement to check if our vertical speed is greater than 0. If it is, we'll continue to update our vertical position only if it is in a downward direction. else we'll disable vertical speed altogether. So, if y speed is greater than 0, this dot y plus equals speed, which updates the vertical position only if it takes the turtle down. Else speed manager dot instance dot disable y speed, which disables the vertical speed. Finally, if our turtle is not at the top of the screen and the swim function has been invoked, we want to update the speed manager. Let's add this to our swim function. Inside of our swim function, if disable swim is not equal to true, speedmanager.instance.swim. Now there's one more tiny thing we have to add to our game screen before moving on to the next tutorial. Let's go to our play function. Inside here we'll want to ignite our speed manager's play function. So speed manager speedmanager.instance.play. And similarly, in our pause elements function, we'll want to invoke our speed manager's pause function. Let's go ahead and do that. Pause and pause. And finally, in our reset items function, we'll want to invoke our speed manager's reset function. Reset speed manager.instance.reset. And that's all for our speed manager. Thanks again for watching.